Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for being on the platform. Thank you so much for being a subscriber on this platform. Again, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between a master's with thesis and a master's without thesis. First of all, we need to understand that as students, there are some things we know that our parents who are at home don't know, because as a student, I believe if you are going to school, there are so many things you know that your parents at home don't know, or our parents at home don't know. So in today's video, I want to elaborate a little bit about masters with thesis and masters without thesis, because this is actually a question that a subscriber requested on my platform, because I think he went through one of my videos when I talked about masters with thesis and masters without thesis, so he asked that question. But I want to tell the subscriber that that is a very good question, because there are some bachelor's degree students who want to do a master's degree, but they really do not know what to do at some point in time, and they need guidance from somewhere. So now, first of all, in order for you to do a master's degree or to study a master's program, all right, or to do research, any research you want to do, because if you do anything at the bachelor's level, it doesn't mean it's a research, all right, because the real research is from a master's degree level. Now, for you to be a master's degree student, you must have passed through the bachelor's level, which means that you have a certificate at the bachelor's at the bachelor's level, and you own a certificate, or let me say you own a certificate at the bachelor's level. All right. Again, there are certain things you need to understand, that as a bachelor's degree student, if you are going to do a master's program, the master's degree is not bachelor's. Therefore, you know that you are improving and you are moving to another level, which means that you have to focus more, alright? Because if you don't focus more, you are going to lose a lot of things. Because one, at the master's level, there is a lot of concentration and there is a lot of practical orientation. Okay, let me put it that way. There is a lot of practical orientation, which means that at some point in time you are going to do a lot of practicals, a lot of research, or a lot of presentations and things like that. That is what I mean by practical orientation. So if you want to do a master's degree, first you need to decide, or if you have not decided, when you go to the school, some schools will guide you. Let me say, if you go to a school where you will meet an advisor, the advisor might guide you on what is requested of you. Now, like in my case, I was guided on what to do. Like my advisor told me that there are two types of masters. One is with dissertation. Dissertation means thesis. That is, you do a research, okay, or you write a project, So I told him, but my problem is not even to write the project or to do the thesis or the research, but my problem is I need something that if I do, later on I can do my PhD. So she told me that okay, it means I have to do a master's with thesis, because only a master's with thesis is going to guide me or to take me further to do a PhD program or the PhD or something. Yes, so that is the difference. When you do the master's with thesis, okay, what is required is that you are going to gain some extra points, all right? They call them ETC values or ETC or credit values, all right? That is going to be added to your transcript, and from there are some schools that will say we need the sole number of credits in order for you to do a PhD. But if you do not do the thesis, alright, you will not be able to have the total number of credits, because the thesis is like 2 times the project. Alright, but now if you decide to do the project, you will not be able to have that additional number of credits. That is what I mean. Credits are usually on transcripts, so for those who are doubting, you will automatically see them on your transcript. If you doubt, go and check your transcripts. Again, you have to understand that there are some universities that will tell you that a master's with thesis is going to equal this number of points. But now, since you intend to do a PhD program, or if you don't want to do a PhD program, this is what you will do. Some advisors do that. So if you do a master's with thesis, you can be accepted easily to do a PhD program in any university if your CGPA is good and if your past academic record is nice. But if you do a master's with project, you are not going to be accepted because you lack some number of credits. In some universities, they will say a master's with thesis is equal to this number of courses. Take for example, my university said if you are doing a master's with thesis, you are going to do 7 courses, and if you are doing a master's with project, you are going to do 10 courses. It is an advantage for those who want to do a master's degree, who want to do a PhD program, alright. It is advantage for them, or advantageous for them, because they are going to do 7 courses and further move to their PhD programs. And it is disadvantageous for those who are going to do but the project. Again, it is advantageous for those who are doing the project in the sense that they are going to pay less amount of money in terms of tuition fee in my university, but they are going to pay less amount because they are going to only pay for courses and not the project, because the project is expensive, and the project is, the money for the project or the fee for the project is like 3 times, it's like 3 times 3 courses. It's like 3 times the fee for 3 courses, okay? So that is the reason why it is advantageous for those doing the project, but disadvantageous for them if they want to do a PhD program, because it's going to take them a lot. And mind you, if you want to do a PhD program, you have to understand that you are going to write an entrance exam, or they call it qualification exam. And if you fail, you fail, alright? You are not accepted into the program. That is how PhD programs are run, okay, in most schools. And again, you also need to know that when you are writing the qualification exams, most of the times you will have questions from the bachelor's degree level. Most of the times they will focus on your master's degree, okay. They will say, okay, since you were doing civil engineering or environmental science or geosciences, let us give you questions, or they will give you questions from these subjects. So you have to note all of these things. And again, you have to note that the PhD is longer than the master's program. So you have to be very, very focused. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you for staying on the platform. I will talk more about the thesis and the project later on in subsequent videos. Thank you for being on the platform, and stay blessed.